Boho Beautiful official app. Download it today in the App Store.
Welcome to Trancoso, Brazil, in the beautiful state of Bahia. Today's 20-minute hamstring flow has been designed to aid and serve any symptoms of a sore lower body. It's a beautiful yoga flow that targets mainly the hamstrings, but sore quads and glutes as well as hips, psoas, and low back. Through a peaceful sequence of connective motion to your breath, we'll journey through releasing any soreness and tension, as well as rejuvenating and reconnecting the entire body with the present moment and all that it has to offer you. I'd like you to grab some water, grab your mat, and don't forget to work hard and have fun. Let's begin. Welcome, friends. Let's begin today's class kneeling at the center of our mat and take our 2 fingers of each hand and place them just to the side of our sitting body on the mat. Pull your chin upwards, close your eyes, open your chest, pull your shoulders back, and take a deep breath in, filling your chest and your lungs, and mindfully exhale out. Do that one more time, breathing in all the prana, all the energy you're going to need for the next 20 minutes. And then consciously release all that is no longer going to serve you here on the mat back out. With a deep breath in, raise your hands up to the sky, holding your fingers open, stretching at the shoulders, and then mindfully drop your hands together, palms to your heart, and set an intention for the next 20 minutes for yourself. And with that, let's begin the asana portion of our class by scooting down to the bottom of our mat, sitting on our heels and our knees in hero's pose. Let's take a side stretch here by taking our left hand, reaching it over our right knee, and twisting at the spine with our right fingers touching the mat down by our toes. Looking down at the bottom of your mat with your drishti. Take a breath in and exhale. Let's take it to the other side. Right hand on left knee, left hand down by left foot, twisting consciously in the spine as you breathe. Connect to this moment right here. Now bring both hands down flat on the mat, folding at the hips, dropping your forehead towards the earth, tucking your head in towards your knees to give a conscious, mindful stretch to your neck and shoulders in this variation of child's pose, almost placing the crown of your head. But if there's any resistance, go to the place that your body is asking for. Because we're at the start of the class, don't push any further than the resistance allows. All right, let's place our forehead back down on the mat, releasing our neck, and add a little bit of motion, rocking our body weight from left to right, paying attention to our breath, inhaling as we rock from one side to the other, and when you get to the other side, exhale all the air out of your lungs. Rocking your weight over to the right side and exhaling. Back over to the left, same idea, connecting motion and breath, being mindful, feeling the messages that your body is giving to you and following its cue. Maybe holding a little longer on one side, putting more weight down into it, or maybe less. This is your practice, so as you come up to all fours, remember, you're listening to the messages of your body. As we raise our chin, and bring our heart open to the front of our mat, pushing down on the earth, exhaling, arching the back, tucking our chin down towards our chest, and inhaling, lifting the chin again, feeling the curvature of the spine opening up, and exhaling, pushing up with the belly, pushing down on the earth, arching the back once again. Inhale, chin up, gaze goes forward, opening and scooping with the heart. Exhale, arching once again, and feeling the vertebrae coming alive as we're giving it the motion for the first time. Back to tabletop, extending your right leg back in a straight line. Bend the knee, bringing the foot towards the opposite hand. Now see if you can grab your ankle and gently and mindfully, if it feels good, you can just stay there. But if not, pull the foot towards the back of your head, holding the balance, keeping the earth under your right hand, and add as much activation with gentle, compassionate pulling of the ankle towards the buttocks or towards the front of your mat as your body responds well to. You'll feel your whole quad and glute and hamstring come alive. All right, exhale, drop that knee down, extend the left, and let's take it to the opposite side. Bend the knee, bring the ankle around to the opposite right hand, wrapping the hand, and here, find and experiment with micro adjustments where the pressure is and the activation that serves and signals to your body most effective. This is your practice. Maybe it's just sitting still and holding. Maybe it's actually pulling. Maybe it's towards the left or the right. Play around and see what relieves the tension in your leg best. This is your practice. Connecting to the breath, exhale, dropping back into neutral. Now open up that side body, rocking just out and in, pushing the side out, keeping the hands and knees completely stationary. Rocking back and forth, breathing in and out. Now come up onto your knees and take a deep inhale. Lift your hands up above your head, bringing your palms together. Make a little gun with your fingers pointed to the sky and stretch. Feel it in your shoulders. Feel it through your side body, in your arms, your hip flexors even. Every bit of energy pushing towards something you can just barely reach. You're almost there. Reach, reach, reach. Beautiful. Stretching that entire backside coming alive now. Allowing your head to gently fall back. Connect to your breath once again. And exhale. Open up that chest, dropping your arms, opening your heart to the front of your mat, tilting your head back slightly, letting all the prana come into your body with each deep breath in, and with each exhale out, let out all that no longer serves you. Imagine it leaving your body, bringing the oxygen in, deep breath. And exhale, let's bring your left leg up to the front of your mat and find your low lunge. Adding a little bit of pressure, keeping both hands on the knee, feeling the pelvis opening up, the hamstring, really feeling it in that psoas in the right side. And on your next exhale, let's straighten your leg, bringing your toes upwards, dropping your fingers down to the mat, finding our half split. Try to bend at the hips first before arching the back. If your fingers are only touching like mine, that's fine, we're just warming up. But if you can get your palms flat, that's good too. Just find where your body reacts best and sink into it. Coming forward on your next exhale, let's come back into low lunge, hands on the knee once again. Try to sink your pelvis just a little bit deeper than the last time. Breathing in, sinking deeper on each exhale, imagining the muscles just releasing to the pressure, to the gravity, and the intention. Now straighten that left leg and come up onto your fingertips into pyramid. Straight legs, bent at the hips, fingers touching down. The further down you can bend at the hips, bringing your forehead down towards the earth in your shin, the deeper the stretch. But find what's right for you, like we have this whole class so far, and just breathe. All right, dropping your right knee down, let's go down to half split once more. This time, a little deeper than it was the first two, you'll notice. My hands are flat on the mat, my toe pointed up, engaged. Find your breath. Find the stretch. See if you can go a little bit deeper with each exhale. come on back up to low lunge again. This time, to add a little bit more activation, imagine you're pushing your right knee down into your mat. Push with all your might, and if your leg shakes, know you're doing a good job and just say thank you. Holding with your breath, breathing in, and on your next exhale, plant your hands on either side of your foot, keeping your toe locked on the mat behind you, and come into runner stance, rocking just slightly back and forth with your weight, keeping the majority of the pressure on your hands, but sharing it with your toes in the back. As you exhale, coming up to pyramid once again, a little deeper than the last time, connected to your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. Finding the stillness in this sequence. Going a little bit further, bending at the elbows if you can. Wonderful. Now let's drop that right knee once again, coming into half split. We'll try a couple of alternations on this one. Hands flat if you can, making sure you're a little deeper than where you began. Breathing to sink in. Your whole leg has come alive this sequence. It's thanking you, even though it's screaming a little bit at you. It's gonna like this even more. Grab your foot with your left hand. Turn it to the left side of your mat, pointing outwards. Trying to stay in the depth of your stretch, but understanding that a whole new section of your hamstring just came alive. So if you have to back up just a little bit, out of the stretch, listen to your body. Let it be your guide. Now, let's take it to the other side. Tilting your ankle to the right side of your mat. Opening up the other side of your hamstring. If you've never done this variation in the half split before, it can be a little bit startling. So do your best to hang in there because the benefits are incredible. Alright, on your next exhale, bring your foot back to neutral and sink a little bit lower. Bending the elbows if your hands are flat, sinking the forehead towards the shin. At this point, you should be almost at your maximum range of motion, sinking deeper than you usually do because you've done so much work releasing this entire leg. All the sore muscles are deeply grateful for this deep stretch. Breathing in and exhaling out. And we're done. Now shift your weight to your hands at the front of your mat and bring your left leg back onto your knees again. Coming up for a big breath in, up towards the sky, just like we did earlier. Stretching with your little finger gun pointing upwards. Dropping the head back. Close the eyes and reach. Opening up the shoulders once again, feeling your entire side body come alive. Taking deep breaths in and mindful exhales out. Now open up your hands to the side of your body, palms facing forward, and your entire chest and heart open to the front of your mat. And take a deep inhale in and imagine all the love and light you need entering your body right through your heart chakra. And as you exhale, let's go to the other side. Bring your right foot to the front of the mat, flat, finding your very first low lunge of the opposite side. We're going to work through that entire sequence here and release this leg like you never have before. All right, now let's straighten out the leg, bringing the toes up forward and drop down into your first half split on this side. Maybe your fingers are touching the mat, maybe your palms are down flat like mine, but wherever you are, take note, because through the journey of the right side now, we're going to find how deep you can go. All right, on your next inhale, bring it back forward. Let's find your low lunge a little bit deeper and a little more mindful as you sink the groin down towards the earth. opening that hip flexor all the way down the left side of your body. Breathing into it, sinking with each exhale. Excellent. Let's touch our fingers to the mat and plant our back toes and lift up, straightening the right leg into pyramid, bending at the hips, folding forward, then arching the back and bringing the forehead down towards the shin. If you can bend your elbows, it's great. If they're straight, that's wonderful too. If you have to place your hands on your shin because you can't reach all the way down, wherever you are is perfect. Take a deep breath in, and on your next exhale, let's drop that left knee down and come down to another half split and fold a little bit deeper with each breath as you exhale out, bringing your forward closer to the straight leg shin. Great job. All right, on your next inhale, let's bring ourselves back to low lunge once again, hands on the knee, and this time, let's imagine we're pushing that left knee down into the earth, putting pressure, sinking deeper, opening up that hip flexor in the most beautiful way, and feeling your psoas release, finally. Sinking a little bit deeper. Take another inhale, drop your hands to the side, tuck your toe, and let's come into a runner's lunge and rock back and forth on the ball of your feet, putting your weight from your hands back to your feet, feeling the stretch down the entire leg. Breathing in, coming forward. Exhale, going back. All right, let's straighten that right leg now. Do another pyramid. Here we go, sinking deeper than before. Maybe your hands are flat now and your fingers were only touching before. But just be mindful. Inhale and exhale, sink deeper. Imagine it's happening, and it will. Your muscles will release everything. Deep inhale. And on your next exhale, drop down to your left knee, flatten your foot, and let's find another half split here. Deeper than before. Hands flat on the mat, exhaling as you sink into this asana, feeling your leg as it comes alive more than it has this entire sequence, because you're pushing just a little bit further with kindness and compassion. So let's take another alternate here with our right hand, push our foot to the right side of the mat, twisting the entire leg, starting with the ankle, and then sink with each exhale here as deep as your body will allow into this asana variation, because when this one is new, just like the other side, your body lets you know. All right, on your next exhale, let's go to the left side of your mat, using your hand to guide it just as far as your body feels comfortable. And then exhale and sink down deeper than before, feeling your whole hamstring behind your leg come alive. All right, last one. On your next exhale, let go of the alternate pose and sink down the middle, straight down. This time, if you can bend your elbows, a little micro bend, to get even deeper down towards your shin, please do so. But take note where you are and where you began and how far your range of motion has come. And imagine how much has been released from this right leg this time. You've done all the work, but your body deserves all the credit. Say thank you. All right, on your next exhale, let's come back, shake the leg out just a touch, and when you're done, find your way to meet me in tabletop in the center of your mat. Add a little bit of motion like we did at the beginning as you slowly find your way back into child's pose, just like we started, tucking the crown of the head down as close as you can bring towards the knees, hands flat, consciously breathing, in and out. Take a moment here, travel back in time, see if you can remember how this felt at the beginning in comparison to how it feels now. And not just your body, but your mind and all the thoughts that are flowing through it. On your next exhale, slowly rise back up onto your knees, and let's tuck our toes and come in to a balancing pose as we hold a toe stand, knees out in front of us, hands to heart. We're going to find our center, our balance, and our legs that we just gave so much to are going to do all the work. Once you have it, close your eyes. See how long you can stay with your eyes closed. The key is to take a mental picture of the mat right in front of you as you're staring at it just before you close your eyes, so that when they close, you're holding that picture of it still there, like your eyes are open, but clearly they're not. That's the key to all my eyes closed balance poses. And once I figured that out, it opened up a whole new world. So give it a shot. And when you stumble, forgive yourself, always, as we always do in yoga, and come right back to where you were, stronger, wiser, and more experienced than ever before. It's a principle we can all apply to our lives in any moment. All right, on your next exhale, bring your hands down, slowly dropping your knees, releasing your toes, which you did an excellent job there, by the way. Thanks, toes. And let's place one hand on top of the other, right on top of our heart, so that we can feel it beating inside our chest as we breathe mindfully in and out. Take a note of your heartbeat. This is your lifeline, the string that holds your consciousness and all the pieces of you together. The reason that we're all here is we all share the exact same heartbeat. It's the interconnectedness of all things. From my heart to yours, thank you for being here with me today on your mat. Namaste.